It was a key theme throughout the G7 over the weekend. It was this distrust of China as a trading partner, but also the leaders discussed Ukraine and the determination to help that country. Are you satisfied with the outcomes of the meeting?
The G7 meetings were really important, and yes, the discussion being had from many different partners around the world as to how to de-risk in relation to the impacts of China across the world, and that's not to decouple, as leaders have stressed, from Europe and elsewhere, but to de-risk, and that's where our relationship with India, particularly economic and trading relationships, is such an important part of diversifying Australia's position. In relation to Ukraine, I think there is an increasing level of concern about Australia's level of support for Ukraine. We have seen the majority of our partner nations provide significant additional commitments. And yesterday there was a piece in the Sydney Morning Herald written by retired Major General Mick Ryan, which basically said Australia has moved from being a key supporter back in 2022 under the Morrison government of Ukraine to now being almost a bystander. And I think the Albanese government needs to take that sort of criticism seriously and ensure that when Prime Minister Albanese goes to the NATO Leaders Summit, which he seemed reluctant to commit to do, that he goes armed with a full and comprehensive package of support for Ukraine, additional military support and assistance, as well as additional humanitarian assistance. There's been no extra humanitarian assistance provided by the Albanese government to Ukraine, and they should be making sure it's a comprehensive package to help Ukraine to defend not just its country, but the types of international rules and norms that we all rely upon.
The Prime Minister, though, over the weekend unveiled new sanctions on Russia. Are you saying that in itself does not go far enough?
They're welcome, but they are a long way behind the type of additional support that we're seeing coming from other nations who share our values and who share our interest in ensuring that international rules, respect for sovereignty, and standing up against tyrants and autocrats when they undertake this type of horrific warfare, targeting civilians, the invasion of Ukraine. We're seeing our partners do more. Australia should ensure that we are maintaining a consistent beat of support alongside those partners.
All right, Simon Birmingham, we've run out of time. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.